Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm going to teach you how to make shitor. Shitor can be used to eat jollof, fried rice, wache, banku, kenkey and all. It depends on individual preferences and differences. Shitor can be made in several ways. It usually take a few hours depending on how you like it or want it. I prefer my shitor to be sweet because with me I use tomatoes for my shitor. Some people don't use tomatoes. They just use the regular ingredients for the shitor. So before I start my shitor, I use 2 green bell peppers, 2 yellow bell peppers. I use 8 to 10 big onions, the very big ones, 3 bulbs of garlic. I use ginger, about 4 to 5 big pieces of ginger. So I wash all of these and peel or cut them, and then I fry them for some time. I pour about 2 cups of oil, and then I pour my onions, garlic, ginger, and peppers into the oil. I stir it and I fry it for about 15 to 20 minutes. I fry it until it becomes a little bit soft and a little bit brown. So it depends on how you want it. After frying it, I leave it for about 30 minutes to cool down because I'm going to blend these in a blender and it will be too hot to blend. So when it's ready, I pour the mixture in my blender and I take about 10 very hot chili peppers, wash it, and then add it to the blender of mixed vegetables. Sometimes I use 15 chili peppers depending on how hot the pepper is. If it's not hot, I use 15. If it's hot, I use 10. So depending on the pepper, I use more or less because I want my shitor to be more than medium hot, not extra hot and not medium hot, but I want it very hot. So I mix all of these and then I blend them. After blending it, I pour it in a pot or in a pan, and then I add my crushed tomato puree. I buy the big one, I open it, and then I add it to the mixed vegetable sauce. This, if you mix it, you realize that it has to be on the stove or on the fire for some time. So I add 2 tablespoons of rosemary leaves, 2 tablespoons of basil. I use 2 tablespoons of thyme leaves. I use 2 tablespoons of curry powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic pepper seasoning, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning, 2 tablespoons of ground turmeric, and then I use the shrimp Maggi. I use half of it, and I use half of the chicken Maggi too. I don't use 2 full ones because I don't want too much of it. Mind you, this shitor is a lot. I'm going to get about 7 to 8 16-ounce bottles. I mix all of these and then I turn on the stove to start cooking. It cooks and it simmers for let's say 30 minutes. I come to mix it again. I'll leave it on the fire for some time. I don't usually add oil at the beginning because I used the oil that I used to fry the peppers, the onions and all. I added it to the blender and blended everything together. The oil is already in the sauce, so I just add a little bit just to fry it. So let's say I add about 1 cup of oil. Shitor really consumes oil, so you have to note that. So I cook it for another 30 minutes, stir it and make sure the bottom or the base is not being burnt. So it stays on the stove for a while, let's say about 2 hours because of the tomatoes. And mind you, the vegetables is a lot too. It has to fry very well so that it won't go bad. Even though I still keep it in the fridge and I keep all of the rest in the freezer except the one that we are eating in the fridge. I still want it to cook to a very good level. After I realize that it's well cooked, I pour about 2 to 3 cups of grounded dry shrimp or blended dry shrimp into the sauce. I mix it and then I make sure that it's evenly mixed. Usually the more shrimp you add, the better your shitor tastes. So that's why I add 2 to 3 cups. And I let it cook for about 30 minutes again. And then for that 30 minutes, I come back and check it. I add 1 teaspoon of salt because all these ingredients usually have sodium in them. So I'm very careful with how much salt I add to it. So when I add these, I leave it on the fire for some time and then I come back to check it. Always make sure your sauce is covered whilst it's cooking and it's on low, not medium heat. It should be on low heat or else it's going to burn. So that when I come back to check it and I know it is evenly mixed and tastes good, I add 4 cups of dry blended herrings or ground dry blended herrings into the mixture. This changes the color of the shitor to become dark brown. And I don't use too much. I don't use more than 3 to 4 cups when it comes to the herrings because number one, I don't want it to taste bitter and I don't want the fish to be too much in it because then it takes the essence of you tasting the grounded or blended dry shrimp in the shitor. I want to be able to taste the shrimp in the shitor because it gives it a very good taste. So when I mix all of these, I leave it on the fire for about 30 minutes again and I come to check it, stir it, make sure the shrimp is evenly distributed and the herrings, the blended herrings is evenly distributed. And then I make sure that the taste is very good. If not, I'm going to add 2 ladles or more of the shrimp again. So usually the ratio of the shrimp to the blended herring is about 75% of the shrimp, just to make it taste very good. So when I leave this on the fire for some time, I come back to check it. So in total, it takes about 3 hours to make this. Some people use less than that, but I use 3 hours, sometimes more, because I want the tomatoes to be really cooked so it doesn't go bad, and the other vegetables, even though I leave it in the fridge. So what I do is when it's done, I leave it for it to cool down, and then I take my bottles and then I scoop them in. Before then, I check to see if the oil is enough. I don't want the kind of shitor that you have to dip the fork or the spoon through the oil to go down before you are able to get shitor to eat. I usually want a little bit of oil on top of the shitor and that's it. If it looks dry, I pour a small cup of oil on it so that it will cook with the mixture. And then when it is done, I just dish it into the bottles. And then I put these bottles in the freezer and then just leave one in the fridge. If the fridge one gets finished, then we go for one of the frozen ones so that it defrosts and then we start using it. Try this recipe, it's very delicious. I make shitor for people. People have paid me to make shitor for them. And anytime I make my shitor, I give some to friends and family who loves it. So just try it and give me your feedback. But make sure that it is delicious. Thank you for watching my video. Please make this shitor for your friends and family. Enjoy it. Subscribe, like, and comment on my video. Thank you.